Hey, 10 days. Shark blood, ladies and gentlemen. No, what is that? Our first guest tonight, an old friend of ours, and he comes to be on the program all the time. From February 15th through the 18th, he will be performing at a place called It's Comedy in Cleveland, Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, a very funny man. Here's George Miller. George, how you doing? Happy New Year. Nice to see you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Made any New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, I wanted to say one thing before we started the resolutions, and I mentioned this the last time I was on the show, and there was an airline, remember they had not refunded my $180, and because they're money-grubbing pigs.
Right.
And I talked about them last time, and I said if I didn't hear from them, I'd be talking about them again. And they still have, I've not heard from them. $180 they owe me, they're money-grubbing pigs. And again, I can't tell you the name, but I can tell you that it is an American airline.
Good for you. Good for you. Good for you.
Thank you very much for letting me make that announcement.
I had kind of a nasty experience flying on an airline recently myself. Well, I don't want to take time away from you.
Let's listen to it. I like to save material. Let's hear some.
No, tonight is not the night to be saving the ammo.
You know what always happens to me, and I've told this before on the airplane, anytime I have lunch or dinner, the same thing happens. I burn my tongue on one of those piping hot rolls. I don't know what why don't they put a warning on those things, as you said one time?
So anyway, now, New Year's resolutions?
Well, I had a lot of New Year's. One is not to be such a wimp. I've been a wimp all my life. I'm continuing to be. In high school, thank you, she laughed at me. I said, thank you, that's a wimp sign. I was kicked off the debate squad in... Making a funny face.
Yeah. I was born with it, thank you.
I was kicked off the debate squad in high school because I kept saying things to the opposing team like, well, gee, maybe you're right.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. And I'll give you an example. I'm trying to get out of stuff like this. A couple of months ago, I call up the information operator. Can you give me the number for the Fox Theater? She rattles it off. I hang up. I promptly forget it. Call back. 1 in a million. I know it's the same operator. I say, okay, I'll disguise my voice. No, that's wimpy. You know, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm a man. I'm strong. I say, listen, can you give me the number for the Fox Theater? I'm a different person.
You actually said that.
Yeah, I think I forgot about a sentence of that joke, by the way, also. I'm not sure.
Didn't seem like it here.
Right. It didn't seem right.
Just about the right length.
You know, there was a guy, I was going to mention this later. There's a guy who's very famous now, and we both know him. I won't mention his name, but but it is an American airline. No. But you see him later. He was always very friendly in the old days, and now you see him, he's famous, and it's, yeah, how you doing, how you doing? And I thought maybe he'd become kind of big-headed, and then I figured out what had happened. This guy is tired. Success has made him tired. I noticed when you got more successful, you were more tired, you're doing more things, and this really worries me because I want to become very successful in show business, but I'll be honest with you, I'm pretty tired now. In my entire life, there hasn't been one single second when I didn't feel like lying down.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid if I get real successful, I might just flat out die.
Success be too much for you, then, is what you're saying. Yeah, well, perhaps not for everyone, then. And a gimmick? Do you have a gimmick yet? You were always the comic
I've been doing a lot of TV watching. I'm kind of the TV comic tonight. And I've been watching this thing with, Richard Ramirez was on the news, the Night Stalker.
Oh, the Night Stalker in Los Angeles.
Yeah, first of all, there was a
serial killer.
A serial killer, right.
Horrible.
And the
like
Night
15
Stalker...
people he killed.
Right, yeah, this is a good setup for a joke. And there was a Night Stalker...
Grisly murders.
Yeah, there was a lot of blood and stuff, I know one of the relatives, by the way. But there was a Night Stalker movie about 3 years ago. So it had nothing to do with Richard Ramirez, a science fiction movie, and the slogan in the paper was, "You must die so he may live," which sounds like an agent deal, like a deal that my agent might have cooked up for me, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, Ramirez, on the penalty phase of the trial, I followed that one up too. On the penalty phase of the trial, his lawyer actually said, after he killed these 13 people, that he could call like 100 people in his defense, but Ramirez didn't, he wanted to spare them the spotlight. So I think that's the thing with mass murderers, they're always very considerate of other people. So, and there was a guy in Oklahoma City who got, this is true, 2,700 years. A week later, they reduced it to 900 years. Right. I guess it was just his lucky day. Yeah. I don't know. You guys really breathing a sigh of relief.
You know what, Morty? The old set didn't make noises.
Oh,
this
noises?
Is humming here. You notice humming?
Notice that.
Yeah,
no.
These buildings were humming.
I thought maybe that was you.
No. Maybe a flash fire in our future. We have to do a commercial. We'll be right back here with George Miller. Ladies and gentlemen, George Miller is here. And you know, I spent a lot of that trip damp.
Damp?
On my recent vacation.
Oh.
So here's what it was. I was sick
and damp. Oh, yeah. That's too bad.
Ever been seasick?
I have never been seasick.
Oh,
I take
man.
Dramamine once in a while just for fun. But I don't know what that means. I want to tell you about these commercials I've been seeing. Yeah, I want to... Pops? I want to tell you these. There's an ad that they revived in Los Angeles. I don't know when you lived out there if they had it. It's a great ad. The guy says, "We're the Acme Insurance Company. We're selling insurance." Mm-hmm. And I always think, try to hold the line on that diversification, right? And then you got Madge, the lady with the Palmolive liquid, good for your hands.
A fixture on commercial television.
Yeah,
she's
now I heard, because she's getting too old looking, they're not going to use her anymore.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, maybe she should have soaked her face in it.
Maybe so. That could have prolonged the career, perhaps.
I don't know.
You never know. You have to use these tricks. You
got to think on your feet.
Yeah.
And Nuprin, see what you do? You half listen to TV. Why am I yelling? You half listen to TV.
Why are you pointing at your head?
I don't know, because you...
Do you need a fill-up?
I think I hear something in there. I'm a quart low. Remember those jokes? So anyway, Nuprin... You half listen to TV because you got it on. And Nuprin, they described their product. I actually thought they were talking about the Japanese. Different, little, yellow, better.
Let's,
I got a little confused.
And
there's a lady, I'm not through with this section.
Oh, yeah,
There's a lady, and she keeps saying 20 times a day, irregularity used to be a problem. Well, what is it now, an opportunity? And the guy says, "Excuse me, do you have any Grey Poupon?" "No, I just had a physical. I'm feeling much better. What do you mean, oh, wow? He said, oh, wow, over there, and then they applauded.
So tell us a little bit about your personal life. What do you do to relax? What do you...
Well, I know what you do. You like to go to bars and pick fights. And I would like to go with you, but as you know, I was once beaten up by Marvin Hamlish, so I can't go along.
But that was a lucky punch,
that was my fault. I had taken a swing at Ronnie Millsap, and Marvin stepped in.
I see. But who did that used to be in that joke? Who was it before?
He
took a swing at somebody else in that joke.
Well, there was the guide dog joke.
No, he used to take you took a swing at somebody else.
I don't. Another blind guy, I guess. Anyway, I don't know who. Look, let's just stay within the safety of my little act. Do you mind? Anyway, what were we talking about? Give me the subject. Yeah. What do I like to do? I love to. Well, as you know, I've never talked about this publicly. In the summertime, I like to go to Dodger Stadium and handcuff myself to bathroom pipes. And,
you just do that for the fun of it, huh?
Yeah, and here's an all-around thing you could do, not just in the summer.
It doesn't bother you that people aren't just screaming with laughter at this point?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I don't give a damn as long as I'm heavily made up. That's the only thing I care about. I like to go to bowling alleys. Who was that?
We don't know who that is.
I thought you might like to join me.
Al Gurney, our director, has a little thing.
Award-winning director.
Yeah, sure.
I like to go to bowling alleys and scream out my credit card number over the public address system. I like to do that. And I love to call the Home Shopping Network, and when they say, "What can we do for you?" I say, "Nothing, thanks. I'm just looking."
Just looking. That's it.
I think it's a little bit late.
We're almost out of time, but before we go, tell us.
I'm here once a year, and it's 3 minutes.
I'm trying to squeeze in some more material.
Oh, okay.
Just relax. So
I'm trying to avoid that.
What these days really gets you upset? What gets your goat?
I don't like it because you're using my dumb guy character. Now, I had this years ago. I want to tell you about this. I had this meeting of concerned parents, and one guy got up and he says, "Well, I believe there's too much violence on television and in the movies." Then there was this lady at the meeting. She had to do the old cliche. "Well, I'd rather have my children see nudity than violence." Then there was this dumb guy, he kept saying, "Wait a minute. Why can't we have both? I want to see naked people beating the hell out of each other."
George Miller, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's comedy in Cleveland.
Also, I'll be at the comedy on Friday and Saturday in Main Room.
Comedy store.
Comedy. All right.
Now, you know, I'd seen the show, and she's lovely looking on television, but in person, she's even lovelier.
Nicer, yeah.
Yeah, did you see the show at all?
Miss Universe? No, I missed it.
Oh, man, Miss Chili was also very nice.
Yeah? Let's have her on tomorrow.
All right, perhaps we will. Get us Miss Chili, Morty. Yes, sir. I was going to ask her up to the house for steaks later, but I thought I'd be pushing it.
Maybe she'll be around after the show.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's the one thing. Nobody stays around after the show. When they're done, boom! She's in a cab now. Our next guest made his contribution to Earth Day by continuing to recycle old jokes. No, is that what that says there? He will be performing at the Penthouse in Bellevue, Washington on the 4th and 5th of May. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome an old friend and a very funny man. Here's George Miller. Nice to see you. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you. Oh, thank you for having me.
Well, what have you been doing since we last saw you?
I was flying around a lot. You know, I've been traveling around
a lot as a comic, sure.
And I noticed that the media always over-dramatizes everything. Somebody's blowing them.
I don't know.
I didn't even get the first thing out. You're blowing your nose over there. What the?
We have some kind of pamphlet about behavior here on the show.
A little cold.
Okay. Maybe that's malaria.
No, all right. Now, so then anyway, you're out on the road.
Media, I was saying the media always, if I get in trouble, do that again, however. The media always over-dramatizes everything. Now, a couple months ago, no more smoking on airplanes, right? So I was in Atlanta, Georgia. It was going to go into effect at midnight. 11 o'clock, the guy in the local news actually said this: "In 1 more hour, no more smoking on airplanes."
Right.
Hey, we better hurry, catch a flight, and light up.
Get a carton and get on a plane.
And American Airlines, now, okay, you figure a heavy smoker can last 1 or 2 hours, but as one representative said, 5 or 6 hours, they're going to be climbing the walls.
Sure.
So American Airlines, stupid American Airlines, what they're doing, they're giving them cinnamon candy.
Right.
Oh, that ought to send them to paradise. And I came in on Northwest Airlines. It was typical. "Flight attendant, could you make it a little bit colder in here? I can still move my toes."
You know, they've had that problem. Did you know about
What is that?
Whether that cockpit crew flew a plane, they were all
You
drunk.
look like you're really interested in what you're saying.
I am.
Yeah, I heard about that. And
Yeah.
they all got suspended, and I think they're...
I think at least a suspension is in order.
Yeah, but they're fighting.
And maybe some demerits.
They're fighting it, though. Oh, by the way, there's good news. I'm getting back $8,000 on my income tax.
Congratulations.
The bad news is I'm going to prison.
Oh, no.
So, I don't know. Oh, and I saw, because you always talk about him, I saw a big article in the paper about a month ago. Dan Quayle changed his mind about Soviet Union.
Right.
He no longer thinks it's in France.
A whole new slant on it, huh? Now, when you're out there traveling around, I know you do a lot of work at various clubs, like this place in Bellevue, Washington.
Oh,
Now,
right.
what do you do to kill time?
Well, I'm watching TV all the time. I'm watching the cable. Jimmy Walker, a guy we've known for years.
Sure, yeah.
Jimmy
Old
Walker.
friend of ours.
Yeah, he's doing a cable special. Jimmy Walker and Friends, which I believe is a one-man show. I'm not sure. And I remember the first time the three of us ever met, he was at the Comedy Store. We didn't know him. He came up to you. He says, I'm Jimmy Walker. I work out of New York.
Right.
And you said, I'm Dave Letterman. I speak out of ignorance. You remember that?
I do.
Long time ago.
Jeez, yeah,
And...
kind of rings a bell.
Yeah, it goes way back. And then I saw this, I saw it in New York originally, and that's on the cable again, A Fatal Attraction.
Oh, quite a movie.
Sometimes known by its other title, Damn, I Should Have Got a Hooker. And, that's okay. And there's this one alcohol and drug rehab advertisement I see all the time now, and it shows this couple, and the guy says, he's very serious, he says, would you believe that drugs and alcohol were more important to me than my wife? Yes, because we're looking at your wife.
Well, that's not very nice.
Not very nice either. I have one more in this segment.
Oh!
There's this,
so you're formatting now.
there's a commercial. I know you've all seen this now. And the lady keeps saying, don't hate me because I'm beautiful. We don't. We hate you because you're a conceited bitch.
Thank you very much. All right. He's right. We have to pause here for a commercial. We'll be right back with George Miller. At the end of the day? What? What is that? What is that?
Oh, Kinks classic.
Yeah, to the end of the day? Yeah, nice.
Right, the
You got a chance to see Miss Norway.
I saw her out there in the green room. Yeah, she's
cute, wasn't
19
she?
and lovely. Yeah. You know, I've been married. You probably didn't know this. I've been married to the same lady for over 35 years.
I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
that's
Congratulations.
Right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And I have two grown sons, Brick and Turk. And Turk just called me the other night. You know, you've heard me speak of Squirt, Washington, many times. A little tiny town over in eastern Washington. The bowling alley in Squirt only has one lane and 3 of the pins are missing. The perfect game is like 204. I don't know. And Turk runs the.
Does Will Shriner know you're doing that?
I don't know. I don't know where he is.
I don't know either.
Okay. You know, Will Shriner actually had people, it was hard for him to get people to come and sit in his studio audience.
Is that
I shouldn't
right?
reveal this. Yeah, because I was doing a show, and the announcer at the end of the show said, if you would like tickets to the Will Shriner show, do you think you might? And that's not true. That's not true.
Anyway,
so Turk calls me up. He's my oldest son, a wonderful guy. He works up in Squirt. He's the manager of the Squirt Ski Lodge. Very, very low-budget ski lodge. There's no chairlift. They have meat hooks running up and down the mountain. Very, very peculiar.
It's low budget, you say?
It's very, very low budget. But Peg and I are going to move, you know.
Peg, your wife?
Yeah, because you know me, I'm very social. I do a lot of entertaining. With me, the welcome mat is always out, and you just never know who's going to drop in. Well, you do. It's always that same lady. But you can be pretty sure when you have a visitor who it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point,
because we need a lot more space.
Dusting for fingerprints.
We're both moving to one of the bags underneath Governor Cuomo's eyes.
Oh,
so we'll be moving there very shortly. Now blow the nose. Thank you very much.
So doing some political humor. Now, how about a gimmick? Did you find a gimmick?
Well, my gimmick is what I just did. I'm trying to be a little bit more personal. The questions are going after the answers now. I don't understand this at all.
We're out of control.
But I have been visiting my relatives.
I see.
Yeah, I went to visit my relatives up in Seattle, and my great aunt. Lori Diamond, what an idiot. No, she's very nice. She's your secretary.
My personal assistant.
Yeah, and she's the only one laughing. So I go up and I see my great aunt, 94 years old, at the airport as usual. She wasn't meeting me. She's a sky cap for Eastern. And of course, I drive my mom's Chrysler when I'm in Seattle.
Big LeBaron, probably.
Oh, LeBaron, talk about underpowered. I was driving. I pushed in the cigarette lighter. The car slowed down.
Oh, no. That's too bad. Well, let's see here. You're going to be in Bellevue, Washington.
Yes,
I am.
And
the 5th of May.
Yeah, and I'm at the Golden Nugget in Las Vegas, May 8th through 11th. And Mr. C's in Pittsburgh, May 17th
George
through 19th.
Miller, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll be having a very nice...
We'll be right back. For a second there, I was on my way home.
I know.
It's my real estate agent. A lovely woman shows me houses. That was my impression of her showing me my own house.
Not an impression of every real estate agent, just your real estate agent.
No, to my experience, they all talk that way. Pretty much the whole lot of them. No, it's just a, hey, we're just trying to have some fun, all right?
That's all we're doing.
You know, we're just trying to keep the damn teen center open. Is there a problem with that? We want to raise some money so the kids can have a place to come after school, for heaven's sakes. I'm telling you. The day this town outlawed dancing, I said, that's it. Having a spell. Our first guest is an old friend of ours, and from the 10th through the 14th of July, this man will be performing live in his hometown of Seattle. Great town, boy, I'm telling you. Seattle, Washington, awfully nice up there. Anyway, he will be up there at the Comedy Underground. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the program, George Miller. George. Oh, that's great. You come out, the crowd goes crazy.
That was prompting by Bill Wendell, I think.
No. They're genuinely
They did that on their own?
Yeah,
I thought that was
so.
interesting that you looked at your own house. Sybil, the lady with all those different personalities one time.
Yeah?
You know, she once wrote an unauthorized biography of herself. Very peculiar. Very, kind of reminded me.
It's the same kind of thing there.
Kind of the same thing, yeah.
You know, now, George, I don't think we have seen you in quite a while. Bring us up to date. What's
Well,
going
I had
on?
another birthday, for one thing.
Congratulations.
Yeah, well, no, don't even say that. Because I'm getting a little older now. In fact, I now have a kind of a new philosophy about comedy. I don't care anymore if I get big laughs, just as long as I'm heavily made up.
So that's the new philosophy.
That's the new philosophy,
yeah.
yeah.
Right, well.
And I'm getting, I think I've told you this before, I'm getting to the age now, I can't always satisfy a woman, but with my behavior, I can usually get her out of the mood.
Yeah,
If you don't appreciate that, you will eventually, okay. But I've been following the news. Did you want to know anything about the news?
You tell me whatever you want to talk
Well, a
about.
bunch of cannibals sued McDonald's. Did you hear about
No,
that?
I didn't see that item.
Yeah, they said McDonald's stole their slogan, food, folks, and fun. And, did you read about the couple? They lost the $10 million because their daughter was an employee.
Oh, that's right. There was a big kind of, I think NBC was involved in that. There was a big giveaway if you watched
Yeah,
NBC.
well, what a double whammy. They lose the $10 million plus the embarrassment of having everybody know they got a relative working at McDonald's. It was really not a good thing. You've been in the news.
Yeah.
You've been in the news. And it said in one of the tabloids, I don't know if this is true, it said you might go to another network and take key people with you. Let me tell you something. Biff ain't leaving.
Where is Biff?
Just back there.
Yeah, I see what you mean about changing somebody's mood. Now...
You don't count. That's not the same thing. No.
You know, in all the times...
I have more news, by the way.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead, go ahead.
Just wake me when you're done.
I know that.
Hey, shut up! Hey! It's the ugliest night of my life, right here.
I remember the one time I think Dennis Miller was on the show, and he kept just talking, and you said, I might as well not even be here.
Yeah.
And I thought, fat chance of that. Anyway, there was a gay, going on with my news report, there was a gay chanting parade. This is true now, so don't
It was a gay chanting
Well,
parade.
they were chanting, and it was a parade, a demonstration,
Demonstration.
I guess. It was at the Mapplethorpe exhibit in Boston. This is true now. This is in either the LA Times or USA Today, so don't blame me for these words. They were chanting, we're fags, we're dykes, we're queer, we're here, we'll never be silent again. Well, I should hope not with that important message. Well, you know.
Well, so
You know,
you've been sweater shopping again, huh?
Why does that get a laugh?
I don't know.
Why does that get a... I said, did you go tie shopping again? They won't say nothing. I don't understand.
I don't know.
So,
you come in, you sit down, you ice the crowd like that. We do what we can. All right, George, I'll tell you what. Let's we'll
take
do
a break.
Well,
We'll be right back.
Take a break, and we'll gather our belongings. We'll be right back here with George Miller. George Miller is here, a very, very funny man entertaining us this evening, George Clinton. And also, if you can, stick around because we have this dog from New Jersey. What kind of dog is he, Morty? It's a Mastiff, a giant dog.
A giant,
Maybe,
big dog.
we think, we haven't
biggest
put...
dog in the world.
Yes, haven't put the calipers on him, but we think...
What's that? The calipers.
To measure him, to see if he in fact was the biggest...
Like a dog stick or something?
Yes. Yes, I guess it would be like a dog stick, George.
Oh.
You're coming right along. All right, now, what I started to say before the break is, in all the years that you've been with us, it seems to me that we know not much about your personal life.
I'm kind of an enigma. Yeah, right, yeah. Well, there's a...
Can you give us some insight?
I'll give you a little insight about me. For instance, this is something I've known you like several years, and something you might not know. I love to read. I like to read while I eat. And if I don't have anything to read, then while I'm eating, I like to be looking down the barrel of a shotgun.
All right, okay.
I find it kind of aids digestion. Another thing is that you might not know about me, my girlfriend was very religious.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's very, very religious.
Well, that's good, don't you think?
I think it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
She put a religious symbol on the back of our car, and she said, this will protect your car, which is good because I don't have fire and theft. And she had a picture of Jesus up on her dresser.
Sure.
And I'm very ignorant about religion, by the way. She had this picture of Jesus up on her dresser, and for a long time I thought it was Dan Fogelberg. Another thing, a thing about me.
Oh, gosh.
Another thing that you might not know is that I always think of things too late. I always.
Me too.
Yeah,
you think
no,
later.
No, you're pretty good.
I wish I
Boy,
could have.
No, you're very good. You've been burning me a lot tonight. But for instance, one time I was on your show and I plugged a friend of mine, George McKelvey's comedy club in Denver. And you said kind of scornfully, "What kind of a guy names his comedy club after himself?" And then about 4 hours later, it occurred to me the name of this show isn't Late Night with Whoopi Goldberg. So, but it's always too late, you know.
Yeah.
And another thing I do is that I'll talk stupid. I know you've noticed that. I'll talk, what you can do, you can get an upper hand with people if you make no sense.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And if some people say to me, "What were you doing on Letterman? You were babbling senselessly." But I think if you are going to babble senselessly on national television, this is the show to do it on.
This is the home. Thank you very much. God bless you. I couldn't be more proud. The home of senseless babble. Yeah, what else?
Well, it's a great thing to do. Now, for instance, the next time somebody says, "Have you gained weight?"
Right.
Tell them, "No, you've lost eyeball."
Right.
See, they won't understand that, but they'll be very interested because it concerns them.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. How's your mom doing? Everything all right there?
My mom is, all my life, I don't know, everybody's mom is like this. All my life, my mom has been tired. She's bone tired.
Oh.
She's dog tired. She's overly tired.
Yeah. I
keep telling her, "Mom, you need some crack."
Jeez. Wow. Yeah, you've pretty well taken care of everything here tonight.
My mom is always, she gives you guidance in the form of little expressions. Happiness comes from the inside.
That's right.
I guess that's why you always feel better after you puke.
Okay, well, okay. There's a little note for the holidays. Let's, There's no holiday. No, there's the 4th of July next week.
You looked at your own house.
Yeah, I did. Let's see, the 14th of July, he will be at the Comedy Underground in Seattle. Have a good time up there.
Wait a minute, tomorrow I'm at the Laugh Factory in Aurora, Illinois.
Oh, okay, good for you.
Okay, remember when you said "Don't touch me" to Mickey Rooney?
Yeah.
Yeah, the same thing with me.
Okay. I don't know. We'll be right back, I guess. George. How do you feel now? Queasy? Nauseous? Pains in the stomach?
Yeah.
Have you anything happened? Are you sick? Do you have the flu? Do you feel like you're going to have the flu? Are you going to be sick?
I don't feel very good.
You don't feel good? You don't feel well?
No.
Oh. You feel like you're getting the flu? Oh, no. See, I knew it. She's getting the flu.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
I don't feel
What?
good.
You were lying down, actually? Oh, man. Now we're all going to get the flu. Well, you should go home and call the Red Cross or something. Seriously, get some soup and some blankets or something and lie down. Don't give Mr. Dillman the flu. Bob Dillman. What? Don't give Mr. Dillman the flu. Bob Dillman? Is that who it is? Huh?
Mr. Dillman?
Mr. Dillman. Yeah, don't give Mr. Dillman the flu. I don't want the stomach flu either.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, speaking on behalf of the staff and management, I don't want the flu either. Our next guest is a regular visitor here next weekend, the 24th through the 26th of January. He'll be performing at KJ Riddle's in Orland Park. Doesn't one of the staff members have a cat by that name? Doesn't somebody on the staff have a cat named KJ Riddles? Is that your cat? I thought that rang a bell. Anyway, that's in Orland Park, Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a very funny man back to the program. Here's George Miller. George! Miller.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, nice to see you. Good to have you back with us.
I was thinking of Joe Garagiola because people, the one thing they always ask me about you, are you an athlete? Are you a jock?
Sure.
And I always say, yes, you love team sports like baseball and basketball, but you prefer solo sports because that way you can exercise and think about yourself at the same time. So.
Well, thanks.
I knew you were going to do something about my sweatshirt, so I thought I'd get one in on you early.
No. A sweatshirt like that, no, I would never. What can you say? Good heavens, yeah.
It's too big because I've been gaining a lot of weight.
Really? What do you weigh now?
Oh, about 206. If this keeps up, I'm going to need a new zip code. Irma Bombeck material, thank you.
Now, George, tell us what have you been doing lately? I remember the last time you were on the show, you were still looking for a gimmick.
Looking for a gimmick. I still am looking for a gimmick. I've become the noticing comedian. I've been noticing a lot of things. I noticed there's some people, some guys, and maybe you're seated next to this guy. Everybody knows somebody like this. No matter what the subject is, he'll always get it back to sex. Mm-hmm. Hey, did you feel the earthquake this morning? Yeah, I felt the earthquake in my pants. It always goes like this. You think there's really such a thing as global warming? Yeah, there's global warming in my pants. One more.
Okay, one more.
Do you have any pets? Yeah, I got a pet. Puff, the magic dragon. A little bit slow on that one. Thank you very much.
Irma Bombeck again.
I've been also, seriously, I've been speaking to teenagers all over the country.
Oh, that's good. That's good. They need guidance. They need leadership. They need direction.
I was in Houston, and I saw one walking down the street. I said, how you doing? Then I went to Dallas. So,
so you have been talking to the kids then. Yeah.
And, sexually, I guess maybe this is too personal, but I've been very, very, very careful sexually. Yeah, I've been practicing abstinence while I wear a condom. So...
Well, I think the sweatshirt would...
Thank you, okay.
The sweatshirt will certainly help with the abstinence. There! Finally, we get him! Oh, never mind.
Hey, can I say one thing? I don't want to get sappy, but I know it's 10 years, February 1st, and I think I speak for the people in the studio audience and all the people watching at home and all the comedians, both you and I know when I say 10 years, thank you, Dave, for wasting everybody's time.
Oh, my God. Oh, George, that's beautiful. Thank you very, very much.
Didn't I do that joke once on another show? I don't remember. I think it was in prime time,
Now, let me talk to me a little bit about these clubs. You're working a lot of nice places
now? A lot of clubs. I've been doing more conventions lately. I did a convention with encyclopedia salesmen.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and as you know, I think you know this, years ago I tried selling encyclopedias for one day, and I wasn't very good at it because if the response was negative, I never knew what to say next. Is the man of the house at home? No. Oh, well, I'd like very much to speak with him. When are his days off? He's dead. He has them all off. Did you notice I did a little acting there when I did the thing about the guy with too much sex?
That was your dumb guy, wasn't it?
No, my dumb guy. Well, I'll tell you about my dumb guy later on.
Oh, good.
But I've been trying to...
There may not be a later on.
But, well, I'll tell you what happened with the dumb guy deal. This is another true story. And, you know, you can't write material like this. I was over in Eastern Washington doing a cold storage Christmas party, believe it or not. And it was kind of a rowdy crowd. I was a little bit afraid, but I was doing pretty good till I got to the airplane jokes. And they just bombed one after another. And a guy yelled out, "You do better with bus jokes with this crowd." So that's like my dumb guy right there.
Oh, yeah, that's a dumb guy. Yeah.
Let me do dumb guys on parade. This is how dumb guys.
It's a series of you doing dumb guys.
Yeah,
okay.
we both have a dumb guy. I got mine from Mortimer Snurd. Who did you steal yours from?
Oh, I just kind of came to me.
Oh, I see. Okay. This is how a dumb guy reacts. You always have to have a reaction from the dumb guy. I was in Cleveland one time, and I see this great sign: "Watch your step. Sidewalk is uneven and not level." Hey, that sign is clear and not murky. Then, wait, I have more.
Wow.
That's just the start of the dumb guy parade. That's just the beginning of the parade.
Does it go up or down from there?
Well, I think you would have to know it would go up. I hope.
Yeah.
Then you talk about people who talk about the future, but they actually, it's the present, but they act like it's the future.
Right.
Okay, sir, that will be $3. Oh, well, how much is it now?
Yeah, I see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I shouldn't have started this dumb guy deal.
No.
You can also, just a minute, thank you very much for that vote of confidence. I feel refreshed. If you're on the airplane, you can do the dumb guy. When the flight attendant brings around your dinner, stand up and yell, "I didn't order this, and I'm not paying for it." And one more, I think I can save myself with the dumb guy after group sex. Well, was it as good for them as it was for us?
Geez, I wouldn't think dumb guys would have a lot of group
I'm
sex.
a dumb guy.
Oh, stop it. Hey, we're not exactly Mensa here. What do you want from us? Man. Let's see. Okay, George, you're going to be at KJ Riddle's.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah. or maybe forever. In Orland Park, Illinois. That's January 24th through the 26th. Oh, it should be nice in Orland Park, Illinois there. Good to see you, George. Thanks for being here. We'll be right back. You know, like I say, we get a great band every night. You add Sanborn, you get a great band with a saxophone.
With a great saxophone.
With a great saxophone. Yeah. Our next guest owns more sweaters than Bill Cosby. Yeah. He will be performing at the Cincinnati Comedy Club. Yeah. I'm just going to say yeah after every statement in this introduction.
I'll join you.
May 27th to the 30th.
Yeah!
Please welcome the hunkiest rebel in Beverly Hills, George Miller.
Thank you. How you doing? Good? I am too. Where y'all from? Well, I am too. That's just great. Yeah, all right. You're going to do that. Yeah, I forgot about it. You know, the kid I remember growing up was David Jackson. He was 6 years old and he weighed 400 pounds, and you know how mean other kids can be. Fatty, 2x4, can't get through the kitchen door. Which is not only mean, it was also inaccurate. Obviously, he'd been through the kitchen door thousands of times. When Danny Marston and I were little kids, he said something to me I'll never forget. He says, "You know, George, if you burp, pass gas, cough, and sneeze all at the same time, you will die." Want to talk about hands across America? I love to keep current. Remember all those people who joined hands from the West Coast to the East Coast? Remember the people in the mountains? This idea sucks! And remember Mr. and Mrs. Reagan? They got it at the last minute. They joined hands on the White House lawn. Boy, they really put themselves out, didn't they? I've been noticing a lot of stuff. I've been noticing the words to songs. There's some powerful lyrics if you think about them. Old Man River, I get weary and sick of trying. I'm tired of living, but I'm scared of dying. This guy is in a pinch. I like signs. I like to look at signs. School's open, drive carefully. Gee, I sure wish school would let out so I could start ramming into people again. I noticed those alcohol rehab center advertisements. There's that one, they show this couple, and the guy says, would you believe that drugs and alcohol were more important to me than my wife? Yes, because we're looking at your wife. Thank you very much. I feel refreshed. Thank you. Names in the news. Jerry Brown was seen around with an unknown lady. Did you read about that? And apparently he really liked her. She would only take $100. And, yes, it is a hooker joke, yes. On the same subject, Kathy Willits, that nymphomaniac from Florida, she did stuff while her husband was watching. She got convicted of prostitution. This is true. The judge ordered her to do community service. Yeah, I think she wanted to start right away. I'm not sure. Oh, McDonald's is suing Jeffrey Dahmer. They said he stole one of their old slogans, food, folks, and fun. Well, he's so goofy, I kept wondering what was going through his mind all during that trial. Boy, that judge sure looks good. And what's going on with Ted Koppel's hair? It looks like it's getting bigger, like it's eating his head. Pretty soon there'll just be a little nose sticking through there. And Robert Alton Harris finally went to the gas chamber, his last meal. This is true. He ordered a 21-piece bucket of Kentucky Fried, 2 large pizzas, a bunch of jelly beans, a 6-pack of Pepsi, and a pack of Camel cigarettes. He would have died anyway. I thought a tough job would be a priest on death row. You get to give encouragement to somebody who might be going to the electric chair. It's Teflon. You won't stick to the seat. I'm sorry I've offended some people who have relatives on death row. I'm very sorry. And those cops said they thought Rodney King was under the influence of PCP, which is a real dangerous hallucinogenic drug, but actually what it is an animal tranquilizer. So I guess if your cow gets wired on speed, you give him some angel dust and bring him back down. Be neat, huh? Cow on speed. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
That moo, 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 moo. If I do that in hot weather, I faint.
What's new in your life, George? We haven't seen you in so darn long. What's going on?
I had one more name in the news, and that was, well, Dennis Hopper is getting a divorce.
Oh,
gee, I wonder what could have gone wrong. And JFK, you saw the movie JFK?
Yes, I did. Oliver Stone was a guest on the program, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see it, but a lot of the criticism is because they're saying that young people 18 or 20 years old, they weren't around for the actual event. They're going to see this movie and they're going to believe it's all fact, but actually a lot of it's fiction. But these young people are going to believe it's fact. I'll be honest with you, I don't care what young people believe, as long as they don't beat me up.
Have you had trouble with that in the past?
A lot of trouble, yeah. I'm not a tough person. I was once beaten up by Marvin Hamlin.
That's right, I remember that.
Well, that was my fault. I had taken a swing at Stevie Wonder, and Marvin stepped in. I don't know.
People of all ages will be beating you up. Let's see, you're going to be where? In Cincinnati, eh?
Yeah, Ray Combs, Cincinnati Comedy Club.
Okay.
You know Ray Combs?
Yeah, sure. He's a nice man. Host of that Family Feud.
Yeah.
You will be there the 27th through the 30th.
Through the 30th, yeah.
Memorial Day. Good to see you,
Thanks
George.
a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Nice job. George Miller, ladies and gentlemen.
And the flames went higher, and it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire.
ladies and gentlemen. That's something. That gives you chills, doesn't he?
That was incredible.
Great voice, great man, great career, and terrific. I'll be at the Dylan tribute as well.
What are you doing at the Dylan
I'm
tribute?
going to be doing All Along the Watchtower.
Oh, that's nice. You're doing that acoustically, aren't you?
I'm doing it acoustically, yeah.
Completely acoustically.
And with the guitar and, of course, the harmonica.
Of course,
or as I call it, the harp. Yeah,
Man.
well, come on. Our next guest is a talented comedian. This man will be performing at the grand opening of the Laugh Factory in Memphis, Tennessee from October 22nd to the 24th. Ladies and gentlemen, always a pleasure and a delight to have him back on the program. Here's George Miller. George, come on.
Thank you. That was exciting watching.
Yeah, Johnny Cash is great. You must have worked with him over the years.
I wished I had worked with him. I introduced myself out there. I was very, very nervous.
What did he say?
With you, I don't care. But with him,
well,
very, very nervous
of you.
over there.
Let's get right to the elections. Have you been watching the debates?
Can I do one thing? Because this guy, this Jamie Masada, who you knew from the old days, he's got this Laugh Factory, and I'm supposed to mention the Laugh Factory as part of the deal. I think it's 1,300 times during our deal.
All right.
Yeah, and so Jamie Masada is a guy who, well, he actually learned everything he knows about the nightclub business from Jack Ruby.
So we're all in good hands.
But that... What you just said, that date that you just said, Jimmy Walker and I are going to be down there, so it's probably
It's a
going to be...
blockbuster ticket.
Oh, boy, are you kidding? Yeah. Sleeping bags in front of Ticketron for that. Oh, election.
Yeah, with the elections, you know, tonight we had the second presidential debate. We had the vice presidential debate last night, and on Sunday was the first. What do you think of all of this?
See, I have this recurring nightmare. It's a horrible... First of all, it's just Perot and Reagan are debating in the nightmare. You know how you get those dreams? And James Woods is the moderator.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I saw James Woods on your show a few weeks ago. He said he was at MIT and he got a low test score. He said it was his first humbling experience. Yeah, I think he's only had 2.
Now, what does that mean exactly?
He thinks he's hot stuff.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but he is an excellent actor. Very good actor.
Okay.
What does that mean exactly? I have to
don't know.
explain them. Okay. So anyway, so then Reagan and Perot are debating, and then suddenly, look at me when I'm talking.
Yeah, okay. Talk about humbling experiences.
Did you notice I'm wearing my glasses for the first time?
Yeah, they look great, yeah.
I can see you're losing your hair. Thank you very much. I feel refreshed. That's my new gimmick phrase, by the way. I feel refreshed is my new gimmick phrase. It's not catching on. So anyway, in the dream, Perot and Reagan are debating, and all of a sudden they go berserk and go running around the room singing, "We shall overcome." We shall overcome.
We shall overcome.
Yeah. Here's the backup joke on that.
It's interesting to me that a guy like you, who looks like you, in the last 2 minutes has made jokes about other people's hair.
I have a hell of a lot of nerves, don't I? I have a lot of nerves.
So you were mentioned in the Mo Howard will. That's good.
I don't know. Oh, is that from
It's
the
like
Three
a hair
Stooges?
joke,
Oh.
yeah.
I had a hair joke. Remember the last time I was on the show? What's going on? I'll repeat this because I'm in trouble. What's going on with Ted Koppel's hair? It looks like it's getting bigger, like it's eating his head.
Yeah.
Pretty soon there'll just be a little nose sticking through there. I had one thing. Can I do one more thing on
please.
the election? Because I got all distracted there. Because my deal with Clinton and Bush, it's like, who's kind of the worst? It's not a great choice, I don't think.
It's a little discouraging,
You think so, too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel that way.
So no, don't play when I'm talking. So you got plenty of time for that later. Now a few weeks ago, remember they were both praising Harry Truman.
That's right,
the
comparing
former
themselves
president.
to Harry Truman.
Big headline in USA Today, Bush, Clinton, both want to be Truman.
Yeah.
Which I think might be good for the country because Truman's dead. Biting political satire.
Do me a favor, George. Take us through a typical day of your life. Can you do that?
Okay, I can, and I can tie it in with one more current thing. It's the anniversary of the Anita Hill, Clarence Thomas thing. And about me and my day is I have never been accused of sexual harassment in the workplace. Yeah, you know why? I have never been in the workplace. Okay, here's my typical day.
Let me interrupt again.
Right.
What, was it a big 2-for-1 sale at Shoe Town? Or
Wait a minute, I can explain that.
those are fun for summer, aren't
I
they?
can explain what happened. Actually,
I'm sorry. I'm turning
that's
this
right.
into a mockery.
No, United Airline lost my luggage. Otherwise, I would have better shoes. I had to wear these because one of my luggage is missing.
Oh,
That's
I'm
what
sorry.
happened.
Now I feel horrible
I know.
for calling attention
I know.
to your misfortune.
Not as bad as I feel.
All right. Hey,
talking about?
we have to do a commercial. Hang on.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back with George Miller. Okay, we're out of time, ladies and gentlemen. George, thank you very much. My thanks to Johnny Cash and also John Malkovich. Q-tips and airplanes. Good night, everybody. We have the best music on TV. We have the best TV music on TV.
I believe
guys.
so.
And then, like those people, Belly. They were great.
I'm in love with Tanya Donnelly of Belly.
Good for you.
She's the greatest.
Put that on your resume.
With an asterisk.
Our next guest is a well-known comedian. You've seen this man many, many times before all over television. He will be appearing at a place called the Laugh Factory in Memphis, April 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the suave, the debonair, George Miller. George! George, welcome back to the show.
You know, that Biff Hinder, boy, he's not here today, luckily, but I was going to tell you this, that I've been on your show like several years now, and every time, he knows I'm very, very nervous. I can hardly breathe when I'm back to Biff Henderson. He's not there today. So he always gets me. He says, "Look up there, George," and I look up, and then he sucker punches me real hard in the stomach. Yeah, he does
Hits
it
you as
every
hard
time.
as he can?
Yeah, and I think he does it with, remember when you had Jimmy Carter on the show?
Yeah,
I
years
think
ago.
he did it to Jimmy Carter also.
Well,
yeah,
we're going to have to give him a stern talking
Yeah, I was
to.
going to say maybe you could speak with him. And
How you been? How are things at home?
Oh, I'm still out of breath. I wanted to tell you I made a really big deal.
Why are you out of breath?
I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I made a big, I have to get this in because I always forget it.
Yeah,
A
okay.
giant deal with John Fox and the Reno Hilton. You
Oh,
know, I
the
was
very
over there.
best, yeah.
I was over there last month. I'll be over there
Right.
in December. And what I wanted to do is say that I used a negotiating tactic that I heard that you did. And that is when they first make you the offer, you, even if it's a pretty good offer, you act like it's not. See, like it's $50,000, big money. You say, "Sorry, boys, that's not enough to buy a ham sandwich." So I wanted to thank, I did that, and it worked. It worked pretty good. I wanted
So
to
you've
thank
got yourself a deal.
Ham. Oh, never say turkey. Always say ham. I'm not sure why.
And everything good at home?
Yeah, I wanted. Can I mention Howard Taylor, a guy that you know that used to work on the show?
Well, sure.
Howard, he's not a popular guy. That's why I bring. He doesn't have any friends. In fact, I was over at his house one day, and Kevorkian called him.
Oh,
So,
no.
yeah. He's not. The guy is not. He's not very intelligent. He says he likes the Home Shopping Network because there are no commercial interruptions. So yeah, something's wrong there. And one time he called up the Home Shopping Network, and they said, "Well, what can we do for you?" He said, "Nothing, thanks. I'm just looking." So yeah,
There you go.
He's just
George,
out of his mind.
why don't you do us a favor here and give us an idea what a typical day is in your life? I know you're on the road a lot. You're busy writing your comedy and
My
give
alleged
us an
comedy,
idea.
yeah. Well, my agent called. Let's say 2 days ago, my agent gets me out of a sound sleep. My agent, I don't know if you know him, Bullets de Blasio. You remember him? Very, very old. He's like in his 90s now. He's been an agent for 75 years. He used to handle gunfighters when he started out. That's how old. He's very.
That's probably where he got the name Bullets.
Bullets
maybe.
de Blasio. Yeah, he had John Wesley Hardin for a while, but I think Hardin left him. One of those stories. And he, he's very, very busy agent. He's had.
Well,
I've
that's
been
good.
with him.
You want him to be busy.
Yeah, but I've been with him 13 years. He's never seen my act.
Oh.
But he's heard some very nice things. So he calls me at like 7 o'clock in the morning. He says, it scared the hell out of me. He says, this is no joke. He says, I just got word one of your comedy routines offended some people from the mob. There's a contract out on your life. The hitman is over to your house right now. Yeah. He's going to try to kill you within the next 15 minutes.
Wow.
But that's not why I called. Bullets de Blasio.
Oh.
Yeah. And then, so that was his idea, a joke, you know. And then, let's see, and then, my doctor called. Or I called my doctor, Barry Unger. Remember, Barry, wasn't he your doctor years ago for a brief time?
Yes, if it'll help. Sure, he was. Why not?
Yeah, it'll help a lot. And, no, he's a great guy, though. I wanted to say hello to him, too. He's not a money grubber like some doctors.
Don't you have a phone?
What are you talking
You've just been saying hello to personal friends here tonight on television.
Well, I thought I'd save myself some calls.
Okay.
So, and I wanted to talk to about him because he's not a money grubber. Anytime he does surgery, he will always give a discount if he's coming off a 3-day drunk.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. And he makes that promise in the flyers that he leaves on car windshields.
So he's making good use of the advertising medium.
Very good, yeah. And I got a call from my dad, too.
Your dad?
Yeah. Have you ever, I don't know if you're aware of this, my dad is the author, Studge Turkle. Did you know that? Yeah, my real name is, as a little kid, I know you didn't know that. As a little kid, I'll never forget, one of the first things I ever heard, he says, don't call me Dad, call me Studs.
Yeah, well, that must have been quite a day for
My
you.
real name is George Turkle, actually.
Yeah. Now,
and,
am I right about this thing that you and your dad are roughly the same age?
No. That's not true at all. He's very young looking.
I see, that's what it is.
But I was thinking, like John Mellencamp went back to his
Johnny
Mellencamp.
Yeah, used to be Johnny Cougar. Sure,
I was thinking of going back to George Turkle, and I asked my agent about it, Bullets de Blasio, and he said something very interesting. He said, nobody cares. Didn't you, let me talk about names. Let me ask you about names. Didn't you at one time, you ticked off your manager because you told her, you said, from now on, I want to be called Carl? Didn't you do that a long time ago? I thought that was you a long time ago. Yeah. Did you know, another thing about names, I'm not done yet, no. Did you know the Amazing Kreskin? That you
He's great, the Amazing Kreskin. I love the Amazing Kreskin.
That's not his real name.
Is that
He
right?
was born the Irritating Winslow.
And he changed it. George, hang on a second. Hey.
I know you don't like to be touched.
We'll do a commercial. We'll be right back here. Okay. Oh, George, good to see you.
I see you.
And
Thank you.
Good luck down there in Memphis. We're all out of time, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back tomorrow night. Thanks for being here.